Radhe Radhe. So in this video I'm going to discuss the good binary string problem which occurred in today's CODECHEF challenge. So if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ping me up on Instagram. Even you can join my Discord server. I will provide both the links in the comment section. I'll pin them. The problem statement is very simple. You're given a length of the string of a binary string and a string binary string of even length where it is given, like, I'll simplify that is the two adjacent elements, okay, for every pair they should be equal. Okay, you have to make it like that. So what you can do is you can find a alternative subsequence from it and just flip the elements in it. Okay, simple. So what I can do is, since it is of even length, so we know one thing, that if it is of even length and it is possible, so in that case we can just find the first indexes of all the such pairs which is not equal. Okay, so for this case we can see that this thing, it should be like, it should have been either 0 0 or 1 1, right? But it is 0 1, so this is like 1. For this thing, it is 0 1, which is not right, and this thing, this is 1 0, it is not right. Okay, but for this all of them satisfies. So since all of them satisfies, we can say that it is 0. You write the answer. And for this only one situation is not so there will be 1, and for this there are two situations, so there will be 2. And what you can do is you can use a vector where you are going to store the indices. Okay, so let's take this example. So the indices is going to be 0 and, okay, let's make it vector 0 and 0 1 2, right? 2. And since remember one thing, over here it is given that the indices should be in the form of, like, it should be 1 based indexing. So instead of writing 0 2, we can write 1 3. Since this is the first element, this is the third element. Okay, now what we have to do is we are going to traverse throughout the vector. But remember one thing, since it has to be alternating, so it should be first 0, then 1, then 0, then 1. Okay, so it should be like that. So if we get a 0 at the beginning, so we can just say, we can like add it to the answer. Okay, so like if it is 0, yeah, it's a 0, so add it to the answer. So the answer is going to be 1, and then it's a 1, so the add it to the answer, so it is going to be 3. So over here it is given that 2 4, but 1 3 is also a valid option. Okay, so it can also be written as 1 3, because if you flip 1 3, it is also alternating subsequence 0 1, it becomes 1 0, so it becomes 1 1 0 0. So this is also perfect, right? Now the basic thing, like 2 4, so let me give you an explanation of that also. So let's say if this thing, this string, binary string, was 1 0 0 1, so in that case it would be 0 and this would be 1, sorry, this would be 1 and this would be 0, right? But the vector will be same, right? The vector will be same. But since in the first case we need a 0 and the first element is 1, so in spite of taking this, you're going to take the next element. So that is, this is going to be 2. And again for this we need a 1, but this is 0, so we are going to take the next element, that is, it becomes 4. Okay, so basically what we have to do, find a vector for all the positions where s of I not equal to s of I plus 1. And remember one thing, you are going, for the traversal, you are going to traverse twice at a time. Okay, that is, just traverse the even positions. Okay, that is first position, third position, fifth position, seventh position, like that. Okay, for the even positions you have to find and make a vector, and then just take a alternating pattern. Okay, and check if this index is 0, then just append this index to the answer, or if it is not so, append this plus 1 to the answer. Okay, so basically you're going to get a vector where it is going to be x1 x2, okay, the positions. Okay, so let's say indexes, so I1 I2 I3 dot dot dot, and there is going to be a sequence 0 1 0 1 dot dot dot. So basically you have to check if I1 position is having 0, then to answer you can append I, and if it is not so, then, like, if it is equal to 0, then I, and if it's not so, you have to add 1 to it. Okay, similarly for this position, if I2 position has 1, then write I, and if it is not so, I plus 1. Okay, so you get it, like this you can like continue and you'll get the answer. So that's it. That's very simple.